Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this week's video is going to be based on the James Charles by Morphe palette. It's just gorgeous. If you don't have one, you should get one. Beautiful if you haven't seen it. Gorgeous. And it's so big. Oh my god, like, what? It's so big. On Saturday night I went out and I decided to try the palette for the first time. And I was actually really surprised. I picked nice bright colours because I never go with bright colours. And I was really happy with it turned out. To be honest, I think it was a fluke because I always end up messing up something. Just anything to do with my eyes, I always end up messing up something. So when this worked, I was like, this can't be real. And I actually went over to my Instagram and I took a video and I set up a poll wondering if you wanted to see the makeup look or not. And a lot of you said yes, so I was just like, ooh, I'm gonna do that. I'm creating a look from the James Charles by Morphe palette. It's beautiful. I'm not a beauty guru, I'm no James Charles, and I'm far from it, but like, I was able to do this, so I think you should too. As in, I think everyone will be able to do this. Being realistic, if I can do it, you can definitely do it. Like, that's all I'm saying. It's like a foolproof plan. Okay, so I have my mirror here. I'm hoping the sun doesn't set before this video is done because that would be a hot mess. Like, I'm not about that life. Today we're going to create a purple look, so I'm going to use another purple down at this end. I'm going to use Escape, Single and Artist. Actually no, that's a lie. I'm actually using 4 colours. I'm also using Skip. These 3 at the end and this shimmery one. So good. It's so nice. What I have come to realise in the makeup world is that primer is your best friend. Eyeshadow primer makes such a difference, as in you wouldn't think it would, but it actually does. I was actually, funny story about this eye primer. It's the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and I'd say I was maybe like 18. Oh my god, I put way too much. I think I was like 18 when I bought my first one. I went in because I knew I was getting the Naked palettes for Christmas. I was getting one from my godfather and the other one from my parents, and I wanted to go in and have a look at it, and then your mum was like, oh, we can give you a complimentary makeover, and I was just like, okay, complimentary, that means free, sure. So she tried the palette on me and it actually looked really nice. I was like, oh yeah, it looks so good. And she used this primer, obviously. This was after the makeup look was done. She was just like, oh, what are you buying today? And I was just like, oh, I'm just looking because palette for Christmas. And she was like, oh, okay, but are you gonna buy anything today? To be honest, she kind of peer pressured me into buying the primer potion. Like, I was shook, as in like she full on like pressured me into getting that. Like, that was 20 euros. I literally, the reason I picked it was because it was like the cheapest thing in Urban Decay at the time, but I'm so glad I did because it's like actually amazing. So yeah, it's actually a godsend. So eyeshadow primer, all the way. I'm going to use colour Escape on my Morphe 456, which is this little... Hi! That was my dad. Oh my god, I'm such a beauty guru. But anyway, it's a small white fluffy brush. Dip a small bit into the palette, into Escape, which is this colour. Really small. I find that using this palette, less is better than more. And I'm actually just going to dab it into the corner of my eye. Like, look at that. Can't even see that. I'm actually, you know what I'm going to zoom you up. So look. So I'm actually dabbing into the outer corner. I find it actually so funny because I'm like, my tripod is like on my windowsill and there's just like a line of traffic outside, and I'm pretty sure they're probably just looking at me being like, what is she on? I don't like this sweeping motion with creases, so I prefer to just keep dabbing because otherwise I'll mess it up. I actually will. I'm pretty sure this makeup look took me a good hour. It's so pigmented, it's so good. I'm only gonna bring it halfway on my lid because if I go any more, it just doesn't work with my eyes for some reason. I'm actually gonna bring it out a small bit to the outer corner because it makes it easier to do, and you can always like cut it off afterwards. What I like to do is I like to go all the way out here and then like fix it up later with like concealer and to be honest, I'm actually so surprised that I'm doing this because like I'm no beauty guru. I was actually shocked when this makeup look worked on Saturday. I was like, I'm sorry, what? Like, are you kidding me? It's okay. So that's the base done. I'm going to choose color Skip, which is the bright pink color on this side of the palette, and I'm gonna just go on the very outside of it just to like warm up the edges. I think I used another brush, so I'm actually using this I don't know where I got this brush from. It's like an EOS, I think. It's just really small, like it's actually tiny. It's so small because I didn't want to like mess it up. Less risk of me screwing up my face. So I'm gonna dab that into Skip. I'm just gonna go on the outside just to give it a bit of oomph. Yeah, like that. I'm gonna notice the difference between them already. So this is the Morphe 433 brush. I'm actually just going to like kind of try blend them together a bit. Just to get more of a blend instead of just like two colors, instead of just like purple and pink. I think that's good. I think we're getting there. We're getting there, I think. Okay, so now I'm going to use another Morphe 433 brush and I'm going to put it into the color Artistry. It actually works better over colors. I might dip it into single first and just to give a tiny layer and then put Artistry on. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to actually get the same brush I was using for blending it out and I'm going to dip it into single as kind of like a base. Oh, eyeshadow in my eye. Now I'm going to go in with the other Morphe 433 brush and I'm going to get the shade Artistry, dab that on and hope for the best because... And it's okay, to be honest, it's okay if you have fallout because girl, concealer is your best friend. So like work it out. Single is so good as a base because it like makes Artistry pop so much more, and like I love a good sister sparkle. Huh. If you watch James Charles, you'll know what that means because girl, who doesn't love a sister sparkle? So I'm kind of just blending it all in now at this stage because why not? I'm gonna put some under my eye as well because it's just so much better. So I'm gonna get some Artistry first. I'm just gonna go under my eye. I'm gonna put it in the corner here first, and I also want to blend my outer corner. I'm actually looking in the viewfinder now. See, I'm looking at it and it just goes blurry. Why? Someone help me, please. So again, working from the inner corner with the color Artistry and just blending it all out until the outer corner and bringing the outer corner in as well. Now, I'm gonna go do the rest of my makeup, just do the rest, put my mascara on, and I'll be back. So this is the finished look. My eyes, and I just put a bit of concealer on, just cleaned up the edges, and yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry if there was blurriness because my camera is just stupid and is just going on strike apparently. And make sure you hit the subscribe button if you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up, you know, give it a like, and comment down below if you enjoyed it because this is interesting. I also have all my social medias down below, so follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. I have a Snapchat vlog channel, and I'll see you next week. Bye.